Welcome. This is the wisdom of collaboration. This is a many years in the making collaborative class. I'm here with Nadine McNeil, my dear sister, teacher, friend, comrade, commiserator in the healing of the world. And she and I have chosen to work together today. We are here in honor of the Free Food Kitchen. We are here in honor of reparations. We are here in honor of sharing. And we're here really in honor of collaboration. So I'm going to go take my seat. Your Nadine is going to start you off with class, and I'll see you in just a little while when she hands it off to me. Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Elena, for that welcome. I feel as though, you know, when you're a little girl and you get permission to go play with your best friend? Except we haven't gotten permission. We have claimed permission. It's always better to claim something. And then if you need to apologize, then you do. But claim what's yours. There's no apologies here. And so we are claiming this friendship, this kinship, this collaboration. I am deeply honored that you have chosen to show up for yourselves, to show up for us, and to show up for something so much greater than us, which I believe is the global invitation that we're living with now. How can we show up for something so much greater than ourselves? And one of the things I continue to learn is when I align and collaborate and allow my heart to choose my allies, infinite possibilities, infinite possibilities. What is wisdom? Wisdom is so much more than knowledge. Wisdom, yes, it is knowledge, but it's when we embody that knowledge and then action it. So knowledge plus experience gives rise to wisdom. So let's go ahead and find our comfortable seat. Invite the hands to rest on the knees, palms down, and just let the eyes close. Feel the sits bones and let those sits bones root into our Earth Mother. And then from that place, take a gentle lift out of the abdominal floor, lengthening in the lower back, lengthening through the side bodies. And as you wrap those shoulder blades onto the midline, let them kiss at the midline. I like to think of a butterfly on each shoulder, just resting there. The evidence of manifestation. Feel two little butterflies, one in each shoulder. As you lengthen through the back of the neck, take that length all the way up through to the crown of the head. The chin points in the direction of the chest. And as you soften in those jaws, take the tip of your tongue and connect it to the roof of the mouth. Let that inner gaze be soft. The eyes are almost closed. And then take those eyes upward and let them center between the eyebrows, your seat of inner knowing. As you ground into your Sukhasana, welcome the breath. Without judgment, analysis, interpretation, how is your breath in this moment? The next time you find an inhale, at the top of the inhale, dwell in that presence for just a couple of seconds. And then slowly exhaling everything out through the nose. Let the exhalation be longer than the inhalation. Staying with that breath a couple more times. As body and breath meet, taking a moment here just to scan the body, noticing any places where sensations are arising. Simply notice. In this soft, sweet sanctuary of your seat. Bring your awareness to your third eye, Ajna Chakra. At this focus point, notice a tiny flame. As you continue to focus on this tiny flame, the flame begins to expand. As the flame expands, notice it creating a ball of radiant white light. Seated at the center of the light, you see someone. That person is you. Welcome you with a soft smile on the lips. In this ball of radiant white light, feel yourself nurtured, protected, uplifted, loved. You begin to notice yourself sitting taller in your ball of light. You're surrounded by words and symbols and images and faces that are all a stand for your greater good, your highest good. Truth, love, connection, community, health, wealth, joy, laughter, peace, prosperity. You are one with your divine essence. Know that you are safe and you are loved. Perhaps you notice a gentle swaying of the body. Should the mind inevitably start to wander, simply reconnect to your next breath, returning yourself to presence, the gift of presence. Starting to deepen the breath now, deepen the breath. Inviting the hands to come before the heart in Anjali Mudra. As we gather in unity wisdom in all shapes, colors, and sizes from all across the world. May we remember compassion, hope, faith, forgiveness, and love. Let the arms drift up, placing the thumbs at the third eye. As you inhale, taking the arms up above the head, forming a steeple above the head, honoring the sacred temple that is your body. Taking a breath in, and as you exhale, let the hands come before the heart once more. Bowing to your true teacher, that heart center. And whenever you feel ready, let the eyes flicker open. Take the hands back to the legs. Taking our head back to center. Beautiful. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to start by taking ourselves into child's pose on our mats. You want to take the knees to the edge of the mat. Bring the big toes together. And as you take your fingertips to the top of your mat, you want to tent the fingertips. Send the shoulder blades down the back. And as you press the front of the mat away, release the forehead to the earth. Relaxing in the jaws. We're going to take a couple breaths here into the back of our rib cage. Inhale. And as you exhale through the nose, belly button to spine, press the buttocks gently towards the heels. Couple more breaths here. Last time, inhale. Release the palms of the hands and the arms to the earth. As you lift the head to gaze at the hands, walk your arms over to your right as far as you can, placing the palm of the right hand on the floor, left hand on top of the right, and just let the head drop to the earth once more. I love to make juicy noises, so you'll hear a few of those. I encourage you to do the same if you choose. Head lifts to gaze at the hands, walk them back through to center, taking them all the way over to your left now. Right hand to the floor, left hand on top of right. One more deep breath here, especially into the right side of the body, sending some love to that right kidney. Taking ourselves back through to center, coming onto hands and knees, finding ourselves in tabletop. Extending the right leg to the back of your mat, tuck the right toes under, stacking right shoulder, elbow, and wrist, left arm floats up. As you inhale, float that right leg up to hip height, pressing the heel away from you, flexing the toes toward the face. Take another breath in. And as you exhale, taking a crunch, elbow to knee. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and round, elbow to knee. Last time, inhale and exhale. Extending right leg, left arm, find your way back into tabletop and just gently shift the hips from side to side. Wagging your little tail, nice. Pausing in the center, bringing yourself back to stillness. Left leg extends to the back of the mat. Tuck those toes under, waking up the sole of the left foot. Right arm floats up to shoulder height. Inhale, float that left leg up to hip height. Pressing the heel away from you. Take another breath in as you crunch. Exhale and lengthen. Two more on this side. Inhale. Exhale and lengthen. Last time, inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Take yourself back into tabletop. Tuck the toes under, arch the gaze up towards the ceiling. Lift the knees a couple of inches off the mat. Send the buttocks back towards the heels. Press into the heels of the hands. Ardha Mukha Savasana, downward facing dog. Downward facing dog. As you inhale, rise into the ball mounds of the feet, grounding the ball mound of the big toe, especially into the mat. Torso presses back towards the legs. Slight roundness in the upper back as you look towards your belly button. Release only the left heel to the earth as you bring the right heel to the earth, left knee to the nose. Inhale, coming back onto the ball mounds of both feet, torso to the legs. Exhale, left heel releases to the earth as right knee bends. One more time on each side. Inhale, rise to the ball mounds of the feet, torso to the legs. Right heel descends, left knee bends. Inhale, rising to the ball mounds of the feet, torso to the legs. Exhale, left heel drops, right knee bends. Release the right heel to meet the left. And now walk the hands towards the feet, coming to the back of your mat. As you come to the back of the mat, feet up, palm width apart, slight bend in the knees, hugging the opposite elbow with the opposite hand. Nodding that head yes. Shaking the head no. Keep the jaws soft, relaxing any sort of tension that may be in the neck. And now we release the arms to the floor, and arms and torso gently sway from side to side. Slight engagement in the abdominals, taking care of the lower back. Coming back to center and pose. Placing your hands on your shins, let your fingers point in the direction of your ankles. As you inhale, press those shins away as you look towards the top of the mat. Keep the engagement in the core. As you fold forwards, wrap the hands around the ankles, bringing the forehead to the shin. We're going to do that a couple more times. Inhale, lengthen through the arms, lift up on those knees, activate the quads. Exhale and fold, forehead to the shin. Last time, inhale and exhale. Slight bend in the knees. Place the hands on the floor in front of the feet. You're going to crawl yourself forward, coming into plank. Coming into plank. Nice. Shoulders, elbows, and wrists are stacked. Slight roundness in the upper back. Relaxing the jaws, holding here. The next time you inhale, take the right knee to the nose in your plank. Lightly land the right foot between the hands. As you ground into the left hand, right arm reaches up towards the ceiling. Hugging that right thigh into the midline of the body. Opening that right arm away from you, gazing to look at the right hand. Releasing the right hand to the floor, come onto both sets of fingertips. Keep that left foot where it is, stay on the ball mound. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, slowly exhaling into your pyramid pose. Straightening that right knee, top of the head reaches towards the top of the right foot. Pressing that right sits bone away from you, still on the ball mound of that left foot. As you rebend that right knee, plant the hands on the floor, find your way back into plank. As you inhale, left knee to the nose, step the left foot forward, grounding into the right hand, sinking in that right hip, left arm opens up. Looking to gaze at that left hand. Left hand comes to the floor, tenting both fingertips. Inhale. Exhale, slowly straighten that left knee, pyramid on the left. One more breath here. As you rebend the left knee, step that right foot forward to meet the left. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Let the head drip off the neck. Big toes touch, heels are slightly apart. Lifting up on those knees. Chin to chest. Slight bend in the knees. Now let the arms down. Go slowly curl yourself all the way up to standing. Nice. Once you find yourself up to standing, palms of the hands face away from you, reaching the fingers towards the earth. Closing the eyes for just a moment here. Become aware of all four corners of your feet rounded into the earth, lifting through the inner arches, through the inner thighs, through the pelvic floor, thinking ascension as we reach the fingertips down to the earth. Imagine it's we're beaming our love, our radiance, our light, everything back into the earth that gives us so much. Crown of the head reaches out. Next breath in, bring the hands together in front of the heart. Coming to stand in your true north. Taking a moment to reaffirm your intention here. If you hadn't set one at the outset, perhaps setting one now. Maybe it's just a word. Allow whatever wants to come up and out to do so. Blinking the eyes open as we inhale, arms extend out. From the hips, fold yourself forward. Inhale, lifting up halfway, slight bend in the knees, right foot steps as far back as you can, releasing the right knee to the floor. As you inhale, Anjanasana, arms and torso float up, releasing the hands back to the earth. Find yourself into your plank. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees, chin, and chest, or chaturanga. You get to choose. As you inhale, coming into a baby cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, tabletop. Take yourself back into Ardha Mukha, downward facing dog. Next breath in, step the right foot forward, left knee drops, let the hands float up, Anjanasana. Releasing the hands back to the earth, left foot meets right, forward fold, Uttanasana. Let the head really melt off the neck. Inhale, root to rise, arms reach up. Exhale, Samastiti. Taking that to the left, inhale. Exhale and fold. Inhale, lifting up halfway, left foot steps back, let the left knee drop. Inhale, arms float up, sinking in that left hip for just a moment. Releasing the hands to the earth, find your way into your plank. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees, chin, and chest, or chaturanga. Inhale, baby cobra or up dog. Exhale, Ardha Mukha, 5 breaths. Spreading those fingers wide, bringing the awareness especially to the pinky finger, the thumbs, the index finger. Bit of space beneath the palm of the hand and the mat. As you press the sits bones away from you, look towards the belly button. Next breath in, step the left foot forward, right knee drops, Anjanasana. Releasing the hands to the earth, right foot meets left, forward fold. Grounding into the feet, loop to rise, inhale. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Picking up the pace, inhale. Exhale and fold. Inhale, lifting up halfway. Go ahead, step or hop yourself back into plank, holding in plank, holding in plank. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees, chin, and chest, or chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, or baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Downward facing dog for 5 breaths. Each time you inhale in your down dog, breathe in all that you require to manifest that intention. Each time you exhale, releasing, letting go of anything that blocks the possibility of that which you wish to create. One more breath in. As you inhale, rise to the ball mounds of the feet, bend the knees, look towards the top of your mat, step or hop, landing lightly, forward fold, forehead to shins. Rounding into the feet as you inhale, root to rise, and exhale, hands in front of the heart. One more Surya Namaskar, 8. Inhale, reach up. Exhale and fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step or hopping back, plank through to Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog for 5 breaths. As you inhale, rise to the ball mounds of the feet, bend the knees, look towards the top of the mat, step or hop, land lightly. Slight variation, bend the knees, sink the hips, let the sits bones drop towards the earth, float the arms up along the ears, coming into Utkatasana, chair pose. We're going to take 3 breaths here in our chair pose. Coming to stand nice and tall, hands in front of the heart, Samastiti. As you inhale, float yourself back into that chair pose. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, lifting up halfway. Exhale, step or hopping back into plank, pausing in plank. Grounding into your right hand, bring the feet together at the back of the mat. Roll to the outer edge of your right foot, Vashisthasana. You can also modify if you need to by coming down onto that right knee, left arm extends up. Grounding into the outer edge of that back left foot, beautiful. Find your way back into plank. Holding in plank here, holding in plank, listen up. Inhale, plank. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Listen carefully. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Exhale, Vashisthasana over to the left. Beautiful. Finding your way back into your plank. And from your plank, downward facing dog for 5 breaths. This feels so good. Let me take one more breath here. As you inhale, rise into the ball mounds of the feet, bend the knees, look towards the top of the mat, step or hop, landing lightly, forward fold. Bend the knees, sink the hips as you inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose for 3 breaths. Exhale, coming to stand nice and tall, Samasthiti. My sister Elena.
Bend your knees, come back into chair pose, please. Bring your hands to prayer in front of your heart. And bring your left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Make your left hand into a fist and the top hand into a mitt. And gently press right knee into left elbow, right hand into left fist, and take 3 breaths in this twist. And feel the top half and the bottom half of your body working together. Very good. Release, fold, Uttanasana. Power your legs as Nadine just instructed to really draw the knees up, really activate the quads. Good. And then bend your knees, coming back into chair, no arms. You can bring your hands to prayer. Right elbow outside left knee, pressing left knee into right elbow, pressing right fist into left mitt down onto the fist, and finding that twist. And once again, carve out your little lower belly with each exhalation and find the crown of your head extending forward. Feel upper and lower body working together to create this clearing. Good, final breath. And then gently fold down, Uttanasana. Release everything, including your toes, the features of your face. Your shoulders can round a few times. Good. Bring your left hand underneath your face, right in the center of your mat, about an equidistant triangle to the feet. Bring right arm high. And as you look up toward your right hand, extend the crown of your head forward. At the same time, extend the sitting bones back so that your whole spine lengthens. And once again, feel upper and lower body working together. Navel moves back toward the spine. Breathing deeply. One more full breath here. Good. And then release right hand down, replace it, and bring left arm up. And again, full breaths, exhaling navel to spine, finding where you feel this sense of coherence in the body, upper and lower body, everybody working together, maybe even a smile on your face. Good. Release left hand down and bend your knees just slightly. Walk your armpits toward your knees and then wrap your arms around the backs of your calves. Weave and thread your arms through your legs so that your hands take hold of opposite shin. And now with knees in armpits, hands on shins, begin to lengthen your seat up. Crown of head naturally reaches down. And breathe deeply. 3 full breaths here. Yes, sounds are good. Beautiful. And gently bend your knees, release your hands, roll as Nadine had you do all the way up Stand, carving out your belly on the way. And then upon arrival, palms face forward, samastiti, crown of head to the sky. Fingers point down to the earth. Taking a few deep breaths here. Good. Bring your right arm high to the sky and swing it around behind you. Take that right hand between your shoulder blades. And take a moment there just to open the breath into your whole right upper chest. Even the right eye socket you might be able to feel. Very good. Bring your left arm up to the sky. Follow it with your eyes. And release it down behind your back and touch your fingers if you can. Doesn't matter if you can or you can't. Go for your edge and breathe into it. Navel is still strong toward your spine, and there's a sense of coherence, again, between upper and lower body. As you open this right shoulder, legs are strong, feet are steady. Good. Reach left arm up to the sky and let it come down as you release right hand behind you to your side. Take a moment there. Feel the whole right side of your body wide open. Yeah. Right jaw, right eye socket. Go ahead and bring your left arm up to the sky. Follow it with your eyes and bring it all the way around behind you to the middle of your back. Do your best. Doesn't matter how far it gets. Good. Take a couple of breaths here, really feeling that upper left chest opening and releasing. Good. And then gently bring your right arm up to the sky. Follow it with your eyes. Drop it behind your neck. Let's see if you can touch. Again, never matters how far you get. Just go to your edge and breathe deeply. 3 breaths there. Nice. Slowly, right arm comes high. And as you bring it down at your side, release the left arm next to you as well. Close your eyes and feel left side. Left eye, left jaw, left side of your scalp, left ear. Good. Interlace your hands behind you now and slowly lift your hands away from your back body. See if you can bring your fists closer to one another, touching or as close as you can get. Bend both knees, reach seat back, same amount, and then fold over. Bring your arms over your head. Opening shoulders, carving out navel, bending knees slightly, relaxing your toes. Little tiny smile on your face. Very good. Release your hands down onto your seat. Let them separate and wash down the backs of your legs. Keep them at the backs of your heels. Inhale your heart forward and exhale, fold. Good. Let your hands wash up the backs of your legs now as you come up standing. Stop them just underneath your seat. Inhale, look forward, and exhale, fold back down. Let your hands come down your legs, slow and steady. Good. Inhale, come back up. A few more times like this. opening, and really getting a sense of the coherence of the upper and lower body, getting a sense for how the movement informs the breathing and the breathing informs the movement. Inhaling to stand. We just have 2 more. Exhaling to fold. Navel up and in. And once more, inhaling all the way up to stand. Hands right beneath and behind your seat. Good. And as you exhale, let your hands relax, but keep your legs as engaged. Palms face forward, eyes closed, chin parallel to the floor. Good. Bring your hands to prayer once again. Release arms down at your sides. Inhale, sweep your arms up. And exhale, bring your prayer hands down center front to fold down. Nice. As you inhale, send your heart forward. As you exhale, please step your left foot to the back of your mat for warrior 1. Arms up and high. You can cross at your thumbs if that feels stabilizing to you. And as you exhale, straighten your legs. Bring your arms down at your sides. Good. As you inhale, lift your arms, bend front knee coming into warrior 1. That's your inhalation. Exhale, navel to spine, front leg is straight, back leg is strong. Last time, big inhale. And exhale. Good. Go ahead and just turn both feet parallel and then turn to the back of your mat. As you inhale, bend your front knee, come into warrior 1. Good. As you exhale, straighten the front knee, arms down at your sides. Inhaling. Good. Exhaling. Inhale, last one. Nice. Exhaling. Excellent. Turn both feet parallel to one another and fold yourself all the way down over your parallel legs, parallel feet. Place your hands between your feet so that fingertips and toe tips line up on the same line, but your hands are shoulder width apart. Good. Now draw the crown of your head down toward the floor. Nice. And if you can touch, bring your feet a little closer. So there's more of a challenge. Good. And then go ahead and bend one knee, walk your hands over to that foot to frame that foot. Doesn't matter which one. Good. Straighten and walk your hands over to the other foot. Bend that knee, hands frame it. Good. We'll do that twice more, coming over to the first side. Nice. And over to the second side. Good. All of these postures, last time to the first side, all of these postures really bring the upper and the lower body together into coherence. Good. Now turn toward the front of your mat. Drop your right knee down. Point your right foot toes. Lean your hips back over your right knee and walk your left foot out in front of you until your foot is flexing, and then fold down over it. And again, as ever, carve your navel up and in and feel like everything is working in unison. And you can look for the ways in which your body is taking this in to strengthen and heal and lengthen and open you. Rather than looking for the tight spots, look for the openings. One more breath here. Great. Bend your front knee. And then gently switch your legs however you like. You can step the back foot forward and then the front foot back, or vice versa, whatever feels great to you. The back knee, toes point, hips come over the back knee. And then you can ease that front foot forward a bit. Foot flexes, folding. And breathing deeply. And then just 2 more breaths here. And once again, really feeling the way in which your body is opening rather than looking for the tight spots. Finding openings and using your breath to expand. A last breath here. Good. And then bend your front knee and gently place your hands and step back, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing. Nice. Please walk your right foot forward and not all the way to your hands. Come onto your fingertips and lift your left leg up off the floor. Flex left foot, bend and straighten right knee. Keep your hands on the floor for now. 5 times. 3rd, 4, and 5. Accomplishing so many missions with that, including lymphatic drainage, including strengthening of the feet and ankles. Go ahead and bring your right hand behind your right heel. Make sure your thumb and index are touching and all the fingers are wrapped behind. If you feel like taking the challenge, you can take your left hand behind your right and draw your spine forward, almost like you're pulling yourself out of the bind that you have with your hands. Take 1 more full breath here. Good. And gently release, come back, down dog. Stretch. Right heel toward the floor might feel really good here. Nice. Bring your left foot forward. Come on to fingertips. Lift right leg, flex foot, toes point down. Keep your eyes steady as you reach your left hand behind left heel. Right hand perhaps behind that. Extend and draw yourself forward from there. Feel all of the micro adjustments your body is instinctively making to strengthen. Really good. 1 more breath. And then place fingertips down, bend and straighten just a couple times. Your standing knee, stay with it, you've got it. Very nice, reach back. Downward facing dog, left heel to the floor will feel terrific right now. Good. Let's bring both knees all the way up to where your hands are. Knees are touching or parallel, and feet are wide so that your seat comes down between your heels. If you need to prop yourself up, please don't hesitate to grab something to lift your seat up a little bit higher than it is. And then you can walk your hands back behind you, fingertips pointing back to lift your heart. So we're just beginning to open up into the quads here, lengthening out. Heart is high. Breath is deep and long. Shoulder blades, as Nadine said earlier, kissing behind your back, opening your heart, and feel your lower body and your upper body working in concert. And beginning to feel this serious, real cohesiveness throughout the form. As though everything is breathing all at once. Good. And then slowly, if you wish, you can take hands, fingers to face forward, and maybe even elbows to the floor, but that's not an obligation. Stay exactly where you just were if that is more than enough for you. 3 breaths. Good. Turn your head to the left, please, here. And keep your neck long up to the ceiling. Turn your head to the right. Nice. Bring your chin toward your chest. Slowly walk yourself up, pressing down into your shoelaces. And take a moment there in Virasana, resting your hands in your lap. And if you need to, and you don't have a prop, you can always take a fist and just press it into the arches of your feet to ease yourself down and into it. 3 breaths here. And again, feel how the breath in the upper body is actually bringing stability and endurance to the lower body here. Nice. Slowly let your hands wash down your thighs toward your knees. Press into the floor next to you. Come on to your hands and knees and step your knees back to tabletop, all fours. Find your way. And then slowly come up to stand on your knees. Lift your arms up over your head. And as you exhale, round your arms out to the sides as you reach your seat back towards child's pose. Go as slowly as you can, navel as engaged as possible, and release yourself into child's pose, hands on arches of feet, forehead just grazing the floor. Good. Inhale, come up. We'll do that twice more. Arms out to the sides, palms into prayer above head. Exhale, release. Arms out to the sides, coming down to child's pose. Good. One last time. Inhaling. Good. And exhaling. Nice. Slowly come up to sit on your knees. Vajrasana, take a moment with knees touching, seat on your heels this time. Hands in your lap in cosmic mudra. Right hand under left, palms facing up, thumb tips touching. Very good. One more full breath here. Great. Walk your hands out in front once again. And this time, come to stand on your knees, tuck your toes underneath, bring your right hand to your right heel, and engage your seat, not to the point where you're overdoing it, but to the point where you're supporting your lower back. And gently reach your left arm straight up to the sky. Good. And then bring right arm up and switch. Left arm up, switch. Keep navel as engaged, even in the transition. One more. Over to the right and left to left. Nice. Now, keeping left hand there, release right hand to right heel, lift heart, open, big smile. And then slowly lift yourself up. Reach your seat back towards your heels. Sit back. Vajrasana once again. Hands resting in your lap. Good. Options. Before I hand it back to my sister, if you'd like to take your legs up the wall, you may. And if you'd like to take Shirshasana, headstand, you may do that as well. Completely up to you. I'm going to do both. So I'll start in the headstand. You can take the headstand at the wall as well if you like. And then I'll slowly move to bring my feet up the wall. Take your time. Legs up the wall is one of the best ways to nurture yourself. And if you're there, I'll join you there in just a few shakes. And if you are in Shirshasana, pressing down through your forearms to really get a little space between shoulders and ears. Soles of feet reaching high, getting some space into the pelvis, mid-spine, maybe a smile. Great. And if you'd like to stay here in Shirshasana, you may. If you'd like to meet with legs up the wall, also great. I like to shimmy my seat pretty close to the wall. And my favorite way is just to let my feet fall open to the sides, but sometimes it's nice to bring some accuracy and angle to it. You place a block on your feet, whatever feels good to you today. Bring my arms into cactus or a T, whatever feels best. If that's too exposed, you can bring your arms down at your sides or even take some Reiki hands to belly and heart. Whatever feels best. We have a full minute here, so enjoy the quiet. Enjoy the drop into your body. The letting go. Taking one more full breath here. And upon the completion of that breath, you can welcome your knees into your chest, placing your feet against the wall. And the wall will give you a little bit of good resistance here. We'll take the first of most likely a couple of these supine twists as you walk your feet over to your left on the wall. Your seat is pretty close. Extend your right arm out to the right. And if you're in the middle of your mat, of course, and just completing Shirshasana, you can go ahead and join us here, whether you're at the wall or not, in a supine twist. Come back to the center. Whether you're on the wall or not, doesn't matter. Walk your feet over to the other side. Good. And use your hand to weigh the knees down, extending the opposite arm out, looking toward that opposite hand. Especially if it's early in the morning for you, it's nice to start the day with this. I often do this in my bed. Just reminding the spine of all of its capacity. For Liana and the others across the pond, this is also a really nice way to put oneself to sleep. Ilana too, actually. And sort of ease your spine into some good communication between sacrum and cranium. And just feeling the coherence coming back to center. And find your way back onto your mat. Take your time. You might need to roll over to one side to get there. Whatever feels good. And last but not least, come onto your hands and knees once again, all fours. And before I hand it off, let's take some big circles with your seat. And just bake in this gentleness, suppleness into the spine. Two more times in this direction and then we'll switch. Good. And bring it around the other way 5 times. Good. And separate your knees. Reach your seat back into child's pose. Walk your hands out in front of you. Let elbows rest, palms rest, and just feel the wholeness. One organism, the whole body, upper body, lower body, super cohesive, breathing all together as one. Two more breaths here. Nice, and then slowly walk your hands back. Come on up to sit once again, Vajrasana. Close your eyes. Let your hands rest however they're comfortable. And feel your body. Good, I give you back to my sister, Nadine.
Thank you. So from here, just go ahead and fold the torso back over to the legs, pausing for just a moment here in your child's pose. And then as you glide the hands up the legs, Extending the arms forward. Go ahead and just come to lie frontal on your mat. Release the forehead to the earth. Separate the legs about the pelvis width apart. Take the hands up by the shoulders. And now take the hands off the mat and just tent the fingers. The elbows will lift out to the side, so the arms are going to look like backward elbows. With the chin to the chest, pull the belly button towards the spine. Press the tops of your feet gently into the earth. And as you inhale, just peel the head and chest up. Keep the elbows bent. If it's available to you, lower back is good. You may look up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, release yourself back down. Think of water flowing here. Inhale, chin to chest, lift up. Gaze to look up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bring it back down. One last time, inhale. And exhale. Extend the arms forward. Press the palms of the hands into the earth. Let the forehead rest on the floor, coming into this prostrate position. Let the jaws soften. As Elena said, let us look at where there's expansion and juiciness here. And just let yourself melt into the earth. Feel your heart center connecting to the earth. Feel the pelvis, your seat of creativity, pressing into the earth. The tops of the feet, the thighs, the arms, the hands, the forehead. Taking this moment, no matter where we're from, and just connecting to this mother, our earth mother here. This earth that gives us so much, yet asks nothing in return. Thinking of integration and coherence. The upper body and the lower body as one. Honoring this earth. Go ahead and slide the hands back towards the shoulders. Pull the belly button away from the earth. Keep the elbows close to the body. And as you inhale, take yourself back into that tabletop. And now coming to sit any which way that you get there, and let the legs extend forward. In fact, let's begin by placing the feet on the floor. Knees are about hip width apart. Place your hands just below the knees. And now just drop the chin to the chest as you round. As you hug those knees and inhale, let the sternum lead as you come up. Drop the head back. Exhale and round. Couple more times. Inhale. Exhale. Last time. Inhale. Exhale. Keep the roundness here. Let the legs come together and just come onto the tiptoes. Lift the heels off the mat. Extend the arms forward, lengthening in that lumbar spine. The sternum is lifted. You're confident. You're radiant. Beautiful. Holding here. As you float the feet off the mat, taking the legs up to 45, knees a bend. Reaching those fingertips, beaming your light forward. If it's available to you, floating yourself up into your full boat. Maybe you let the palms of the hands face up here, Take one more breath in and very, very slowly release yourself all the way to the earth. Nice. Grounding that left leg onto the mat. With the breath in, take the right knee in towards the right shoulder. Interlace the fingers just below the knee as you hug that right knee towards the right shoulder. Gentle compression on that right hip flexor. Chin rests on the chest. One more breath here. Go ahead and slowly lengthen that right leg up towards the ceiling, flexing the foot. And now as you walk the hands up the back of that right thigh, hug the right thigh as close as you can to the body. Head and shoulders are lifted from the mat. Allowing the body to go where it needs to. Maybe you even kiss that right knee. Holding on either to the right ankle or the right big toe with the right hand. Let the left hand ground the left leg into the earth. Release the head and shoulders back to the mat. Press the back of that right shoulder into the earth. Take a breath in. And on your exhale, slowly open that right leg out to the right. Keeping that left buttock cheek on the floor. You only want to take that leg as far as you can to keep the left buttock cheek on the floor. Floating that right leg back up towards the ceiling. Releasing that right big toe, release the right arm alongside the body, and just circle that right ankle first in a clockwise direction, and then changing the direction. Flex the heel up towards the ceiling, point the toes. One more time each way, dorsiflex, heel presses up, point the toes. Oh, that felt so nice. One more, flex, and point. Keep that right leg extended. As you inhale, you're going to float both arms, the shoulders, and the head out. And now lift that left leg from the floor, maybe about 6 inches. Chin to chest, you're looking down the midline of the body, holding here. Holding here. Feeling the middle of your
Nadine, I think we just lost your sound. Feeling the middle of your navel pressing down. Good. Just make sure that we still have Nadine. Okay, we lost Nadine. Let's quickly switch legs, keeping your arms, neck, head as you are. Switch right leg is long, just above the ground. Left leg is high. Taking 3 full breaths here. If you need to rest your head in your hand, you may, of course. Keep navel knitted down toward spine. Beautiful. Now release down, take a hold of let's actually walk your hands up the back of your left leg until you can reach either the toes or the heel with left hand. Lay your head back down, bending the knee as you need to. Open left leg out to the left. Lower the right leg down and use right hand to stabilize right leg. Good. Just take a few breaths here. Opening and steady. Breathing deeply. One more full breath here. Good. And then slowly bend that left knee in. Interlace your hands just below the knee and hug it in toward you. Should feel really good. Good. And then gently bring both soles of both feet to touch and lay your legs down onto the mat. Bring your hands to your hip points or your navel. And just let yourself rest there for a few full breaths. Noticing how the navel releases down toward the spine as you exhale. Rises as you inhale. Good, and just resting there. Final breath here. Good, and then slowly draw your knees toward one another, bring them into your chest, hug them in. And roll from right to left a couple of times. Good. And then slowly roll yourself forward and back, tiny little rolls at first. And then making the rolls a little bit bigger, you can bring your hands behind your knees, behind the back of your thighs. 2 more like this, big rolls all the way up to sitting. Lift your heart, look up, knees separate, spine is tall. And then slowly, just as Nadine did moments ago, reach your arms out in front of you and lower yourself down. Feel the engagement of your abdomen as you bring your palms to face up. And if it's chilly where you are, socks, sweater, blanket, whatever you need, come to lie down and rest your long, lean body. Shavasana. Allowing the back of your waist to settle and spread, allowing your shoulder blades to gently settle and move away from your ears one last time. A sense of real length in your legs, your arms. Feeling your body receiving the sound of my voice, the intent that you set, the cohesiveness that we focused on throughout this practice. The feeling of this one breathing body. Listening. Begin to scan your body from your heels. Feel a great sense of safety here as you let your heels get a little heavier, your ankle bones, your calves, your seat, backs of your hands, outer forearms, elbows, upper arms, shoulder blades. Back of your head. If you feel called, you can place your hands on your body in any way that you wish. Taking a couple of full minutes here to realign, absorb, come together. Another couple of minutes here, just releasing yourself down. Giving yourself grace. Allowing yourself to receive. And taking about 5 more breaths here. As you finish this Shavasana, begin to draw a circle around yourself. Very protective and safe in any material. It can be flowers, it can be light, soil, feathers, whatever you wish. You are decidedly within this circle's parameters, safe and free. And very slowly, feeling very protected, very safe, you can slowly begin to turn your feet toward one another and welcome your heels back in toward your seat. Hug your knees in toward your chest. And roll, please, to one side. Good. And then slowly come on up to sitting, eyes closed. And we'll prepare for breath work and meditation. I'm going to pull Nadine back up and in. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you. While witnessing your Shavasana, I pulled a card for the group, and I'd love to share the reading of that card. Yes.
Please.
So this is from my deck, May You Know Joy. And the message is, may you know space. Space. May you know space. Space is generous and it expands in the absence of tension. Embrace your own space and create a place that you're happy to be in. There is so much freedom there. Pause. Breathe and know that you are accepting the vastness of the universe. It is in you and all around you. May we know space. Thank you.
Bring your right hand up in front of your face, please. And fold your first two fingers in. And rest your your ring finger and your thumb right on the edges of your nostrils. And inhale through both nostrils, please. Exhale through both. Good. Go ahead and slip your thumb up to where your cartilage and your bone meet on the right nostril, and inhale through your left nostril, please. Closing, blocking both. And exhale right. Inhale right. Closing both. And gently exhale left. Continue there for a few more breaths. We'll take 3 more rounds here, inhaling. And with each successive round, bringing more coherence to the brain itself. Next time you exhale out your right nostril, please release your hand down into your lap and take a big breath in through both nostrils, please. And exhale. Again, inhaling. And exhaling. Good. Lower your chin down towards your chest. We'll just take a few moments here before Nadine brings us into a meditation to experience this cohesiveness, to really feel what it feels like to have a brain that is working in collaboration, right and left hemisphere. It only takes a few of those Nadi Shodhana breaths to bring that reality about. Does it feel more spacious, coherent, empty, full? What is the sensation for you for today? Good. Bring your chin down toward your chest, and Nadine will lead us in our closing meditation for today.
So let's rest the hands on the legs, palms facing up, bringing together index fingers and thumbs, merging our everyday selves with our infinite self. And as your top lid and bottom eyelid meet on a soft close, become aware of this moment right now. You are present to your physical essence, a necessary part of this spacious, vast whole. Each and every one of us brought here today have come here bearing gifts. You are important. We are important. We matter. I invite you now to come to that heart center, that seat of wisdom. Perhaps you begin to notice a soft green light surrounding your heart. Noticing how as you deepen that connection to the heart,
What pours from it is limitless. There is so much love to give as there is to receive. Let those hands float from the legs up to shoulder height. And now turn the palms of your hands away from you as you beam your love, your light, your radiance, your gift, your elixir of wisdom out into your world. As that love beams out from your hands, perhaps you're enjoying a warmth in your hands, knowing you're in a receiving mode, that love's coming to you. As you slowly turn the palms of the hands back to face your own body, let your left hand come to the heart. Let the right hand rest on top of the left. Taking this moment to acknowledge this vital organ that gives us so much and takes so much. In this moment, we thank this organ, our heart, for being our true teacher. In the knowing that when we're able to just step out of our own way, let your heart love and lead, always and in all ways, you will be exactly where you're meant to be. As we let the hands float away from the heart, inviting the hands to come before the heart in Anjali Mudra. I see you. I feel you. I honor you. I celebrate you. I respect you. I love you. The highest in me honors the highest in you. Jai, Namaste, Ashe, Shalom, Shalom. One love, Jagat.
What a pleasure. Wow. You know, I think I've taken only one or two of your classes in the past, and it's so lovely and rare to teach with somebody with whom everything is just super, super seamless. And it leads me to a closing journal prompt for you guys. Each one of us has at least one person in our life with whom we have this sort of seamless flow. And this person for us is a gift from God. In the same way that Nadine, I feel, is a gift of mine. I am a gift of hers. Who is that person for you? And what message of hope or thankfulness or love can you write to that person with whom things feel relatively, seamless and smooth? And can you do something similar to what we've done here today, where you just honor that person for their presence in your life and make it very real and concrete, that sort of practice where you say, I really love you. I love being with you. And the person turns to you and says, why? Tell me more. Like, tell them why in your note, in your writing. And the last I would say would be to notice the feeling that you have once you've written that. Notice the feeling that wells up inside of you. What does that feel like? What does that do for you to write that? And I'll say to Nadine, it really is a beautiful, tender risk that I think we took to talk about this and to offer this. I think that for each of you watching this, whether you're here or into the future, your generosity is deeply appreciated. And I really want to say once again, thank you, Nadine, for making me feel very safe, to speak my heart and to finally do something concrete in the way of sharing what I really do feel is my privilege as a result of the happenstance color of my skin, that I would get to share that fearlessly, is, I think, a good example that we're setting. And I hope that it's one that folks will take going forward without worrying about what other people think.
Indeed.
Thank you. If you have any questions, please throw them into the chat. We will wait here for a little while and answer them gladly. And then I'm serving at literally in another 14 minutes, I'm serving a group of teen girls with a series of journal prompts for 30 minutes. That's all. You're all more than welcome to come. And what I'm going to do is drop into the chat the PDF that I'll be using, and as well the Zoom link. Here we go. And again, this is happening at the top of the hour. There's the prompts we'll be using. And here is the Zoom link for that, if you feel like joining me for that. There you go. Such a pleasure. Any questions for us?
There's a question from Tanya. What was the writing prompt? The one that we just offered.
Okay, great. The writing prompt is, think of someone in your life with whom you have a very seamless, smooth flow, and send them a thank you note. And tell them exactly why you feel grateful for them, and like help them to feel as celebrated as I hope Nadine feels today with your presence. Really, really help them feel seen. And feel free, again, if you have any questions, just to put them into the chat. Anything at all?
It really is a beautiful feeling when someone shows up for you. It's also, it's the epitome of vulnerability. What a feeling, what a gift. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And it's by divine accident, I am exactly in the area where Elena and I met over 10 years ago. Yeah.
Oh,
and
wow.
Yeah, it wasn't planned.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
What is the name of that area again?
It's Montego Bay.
Right, of course.
Yeah. So I feel as though we planted a seed in the wild.
Yeah.
went off about our business, and one of the mamas came home to reap the rewards and share the bounty. So thank you everyone who's here for watering this garden. You're so welcome, Liana, and I look forward to see where else we plant seeds and have them flourish and grow.
Beautiful. Let's do it again.
Thank you.
Liana, thank you for your comment. Caitlin, awesome. Thank you so much. Let's see. And Andrea, thank you, Red. Thank you so, so much. And Ilana, thank you. Love you. Love you so. Tanya, thank you very much. Wonderful. All right. For those of you who would like to join me for journaling, I'll see you in 10, 11 minutes with the girls. It's totally free and you're more than welcome to join us if you like. Okay.
I love you, my darling. Have a beautiful day and we'll speak very soon. Thank you, everyone, once again. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.